Yo, how's it going, everybody? RD here. We are back with another video. So we are playing Raichu EX right now. I got some fans on. Hopefully that's not too loud. Sometimes I listen back to the audio, and sometimes you can hear a little background noise. So hopefully the fans not too loud. If it is, you won't even see this video. But if it seems doable, we'll roll with it. Okay. This I've seen this deck off Pokemad. I mean, or, yeah, I think Pocket, or is it either Pocket or Pokemad, one of the two. And they showcased this deck. I made one slight adjustment. I think they was running they got this deck from someone in their tournament, and they had instead of I got a giant cape. They had a Pokemon communication. I felt like Pokemon communication. Um, it's just I don't want to say it's a bad card, because I think in certain decks it really is helpful, especially just like when your Pokemon themselves are a big thing. But I think in terms of this deck, I don't think communication is that big of a thing. And I think if anything, at worst, I would rather be running a Iuno than anything else. So um with a deck this heavy, but I can see maybe why. I guess if you got the wrong Raichu late game, and you want the other one, and you can potentially fish it out with communication. But again, that's such a, it's like the only time communication is ever good is if you have, in my opinion, a low Pokemon count, and you're running maybe like 3 Mons or something, or like 4, something where, like, if you're gonna use it, like, you're gonna get the cards you need. That would be the only time I'm running at. Like, for example, let's see, maybe, interested, maybe a Darkrai deck, maybe guaranteed Darkrai. I would imagine, like, okay, you use both your Pokeballs, or one of your Pokeballs, and you got the one you didn't need. Okay, well, use communication and get the other one, because a lot of times in guaranteed Darkrai decks, you want both to start, like, so I think that's a decent time that's actually going to be pretty beneficial. um okay, other than that, yeah, okay. The other big thing is they was comparing this deck to Flareon, and said Flareon was better, and essentially, and I played a lot of Flareon recently, and I looking at this deck, I mean, I don't see why you would say Flareon's better. It's because with the EV deck itself is typically only good if you get Pichu, or you go second. This seems like the same concept. You either need to go second or get Pichu, and that seems like what you need to happen here. So either way, they both seem to function the same way. And in my opinion, this one's better because you don't fully rely on red to knock out Suicune, who's at full, like, who's at full health. You will knock Suicune out at full health if they're not wearing a cape. And here's the thing: we run red to red not only obviously for Suicune with a cape on, but also that go ahead and lets us knock out things like Giratina, and just the extra damage on, like, something like a Darkrai if needed. So it covers a lot of our bases. Also, it'll knock anything else like a Flareon, something like that. That's at 140, that 140 range. That's why they really should just went ahead and make Pichu, Raichu do 140. But at worst, if we are like our backs are into a corner, Alolan Raichu is really strong. If I remember correctly, its power depends on the energy, how many energy your opponent has. Yeah, so, like, if your opponent plays like Giratina or something, um, or they're doing something like that, Giratina or something like that late, like, Alolan Raichu could just come in and just kind of pretty much sweep there. So I think I've showed the deck at least, so we're just gonna jump into it. Hopefully I explained that pretty well. We'll play rank, because I think this deck should get us some wins if we look up. Also, I did finally made that Kingdra EX deck video for y'all. I juggled a few different, I was doing a bunch of different things in that video, so It wasn't one coherent deck, but we was experimenting the best that we could. Um, okay, going first. So we want to see Pichu, or if not, we're crying. Okay, we're crying here, but the good thing is, looks like potentially a Darkrai Giratina deck potentially. Uh, Guzzlord, even worse. Okay, nothing good. All right. Uh, yeah. Say, I guess at worst they can kind of stall us out for a while here. Of course, now we get Pichu. Yeah. Not gonna play Pichu yet. We'll wait. If we get our XP, we'll play Pichu and hopefully later. But right, yeah, I mean it's fine. I'm sure gonna red card me. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Didn't matter too much. He may will here, but if he does, I don't. Doesn't matter. I just didn't want to get repelled here or something like that. That's what he said. He does will, so that's fine. Hopefully not Celesteela. Celesteela. Yeah, there it is. I was hoping he wouldn't get that. His winning condition. Luckily he wasted one will already, so. And got lucky there. I was thinking about going ahead and just throwing the energy on the bench Oricorio, but yeah. He'll hit a tails eventually. He'll hit a tails eventually. Okay. So I can. This is gonna be a drawn out match here. So he should have like one will already. So unfortunate we can't set up anything else right now. It would have been nice to just set up a bench Pikachu or something like that. So. Okay, no will here, so potentially another tails. So second Guzzlord. Really? I'm assuming maybe he's waiting on Will or something this time. So how much if he's running one, two, three? If he's running three energy, one wait, okay, we're doing 150, right? Plus red. So if he puts one more on Raichu one shots. I'm sure he has wills while he's trying to protect this Celesteela. Okay, he looked up and got hits on his own here, which sucks because now that leaves the floor open for us to get Will here. Um, Let me go to Mars here. So he doesn't think he can just so he doesn't get Will, so he doesn't get like red or something like that. And so yeah, so he doesn't potentially red card us again or Mars us himself, something like that. So hopefully we got hopefully he did not get Will, and that should seal it for us. Okay, I mean we're living. I think because he just dies here anyway, right? Okay, and we got Guzman. Does he know we was already hitting for okay, I don't know what he was thinking there. I was like, we already hit for. I'm sorry, this was a drawn out match. But him putting that extra energy on is what hurt him. He should have grind cored there maybe, but didn't matter. Yep, that Mars probably came clutch there. I don't know. He didn't do, he must didn't do the math. I was thinking we got red in case my math was off, but I was like, I'm pretty sure if he puts one more energy on, we just knock him out. So looks good. First match nicely. We played nice into Guzzlord. Unfortunately, we had a terrible start. We couldn't put no early damage into the Guzzlord. So, but look, he wasted a will early, which was his pretty much downfall. I think in that situation, you just like save both your wills for your Celesteela and against or at least in my opinion. Okay, thank goodness. It sucks we don't immediately have another bench. But a lot of if I can talk tonight, oh my god. A lot of times, often, I'll be in a situation and I can like they'll red card me or Mars me, and I won't like. You see, I already have this Pokeball. I may get Mars or something before I can even use it, and just get unlucky and get no. You know how terrible it would be to have Pichu set up. I'm going second. I can't attach energy to nothing. Pichu can't attach energy to nothing. That's the worst thing that can happen against this deck. Again, here, let's see. This is what I was saying earlier about Pokemon communication. Notice how he could have, if he probably pulled his second Darkrai. All right, so good. Sometimes that Pokeballs the other Pichu. You would think this deck has one, two, three other four other basics, but when you do that, of course you somehow only get Pichu. There, that sucks. Cause I had Guzma and already had a great. Okay, that sucks. No. Terrible turn. Who's our other basic for this deck? Um, oh, I cannot remember off the top of my head right now. Who's our other basic in this deck? Oh, Oricorio. Oh my God, where's Oricorio actually? Now think about it. It just occurred to me. Uh, the issue here is we get poisoned, so. Yeah. Oops. I don't know. I thought I misplayed that for whatever reason. You know, here's what we're gonna do here. Like I could have did there is never mind. I could have used Pikachu there and set up later for a knockout here. So if even if he has red here, we still survive. He can't Guzma and red us the same turn, so he has to pick his poison here. And at worst, you know, funny enough, and this deck normally. This is gonna be problematic here. Actually, if because we're gonna die. We need a backup. Or just go ahead and give me my second Raichu. Nope. Okay. Okay. He may Cyrus us, but that's fine too, actually. If we get Cyrus here, that's fine as well. Potentially, because we can just pull our second Pikachu. That's all I'm worried about. Wait, actually, at worst, this is a tie. Oh, man. We're running no. We have no heals in here. When this, yeah, this is gonna be a time for, I think, unless he retreats here and starts trying to build energy on what's this Nihiligo right now? Yeah, Nihiligo. And also too, I don't know if he only runs one. I mean, he just may not have. I just assumed he was gonna have Cyrus. He just may not have Cyrus in general, but he could also repel us. But obviously, he would be sacrificing a Pichu. We gain a. Oh my God! Does he just not do anything? Okay, I don't know if what happened there. We need a red last turn, not this turn. But anyways, I don't know. We just got lucky here. So he just ended up not attacking. Yeah, our Raichu faints here, but it doesn't matter because he only gains 2. We're at 3, so that's game. Again, if you see Peach, this deck is scary. if you see Pichu early, and we got two Pikachu set up. So if we just had lucked up there, and it's very scary because especially going second. Oh my god! It looks like if we go second, we can get two Raichu set up. It's just all about, and that seems to be the deck. That almost makes me want to maybe even take out Oricorio and just run like Sylveon Eevee or something, because if we can just set up two Pichus or a Pichu and both like a Raichu, I don't. As long as we can prevent them from actually knocking out Pichu. I wish like EX Pikachu could also evolve into um like the Eevee evolution does, the EX Eevee. I don't see why Pikachu doesn't have a similar tail. Second, okay, so at worst, even if we don't see Pichu here, we're good, and we do see Pichu, so we're great, in fact, and I'm not even going to play about it. Which, if this is a, okay, yep. He's already turned behind, so, yep. You know, honestly, maybe I should run just a Giovanni instead of. I'm trying to think here. Is there any time? I feel like Giovanni just seems to, in my opinion, would do just as well as maybe I should have doubled into Pikachu here. Oh, yeah, maybe I should have doubled into Pikachu. Wait, can you knock out one of this? Oh, so that he can actually one shot. Okay, he gets into his Soul Galelo early. Soul Galeo. Or did I say that right? Was it Galate? Galate? Um. I would imagine he doesn't run a repel. Yeah, let's do this. I was gonna say, do we at what? I mean, at worst, you know the worst. Shoot. This is why we should have run two Cyruses in this deck. Is this Pikachu is definitely gonna do more damage than the other one, and I don't want to get Mars. So if he doesn't sub out here, that's fine. I just wanted to put damage into Sylveon before anything else here. Okay. Because now that Sylveon has damage. Okay. Okay, good. Nothing crazy yet. Let me go ahead and basic ball here. Pokeball here. The Pokeball should be called basic ball, which I think it is in the actual TCG. I'm just going ahead and attack here again, just because he doesn't have any options here. Yet. I think he's waiting to get knocked out here, but here's the bad thing is I don't know why he went the way about it he did, because if Sylveon gets knocked out, okay. Oh shoot, my bad. I should have went to okay, I'm an idiot for that one. But it's fine, cause I was not thinking when I made that play. I forgot Soul Glalie. I was thinking, oh, he still can't come in yet. All right. All right. Let's go ahead. Here's the issue here. Okay, and we do get red. Of course, we get red a turn late. His ability. We need to see Cyrus really soon. $120, 30. It's tough. It's gonna be a tough one. He does Lily there. Was that bring him back? Okay, he does go back to full. Okay, so he can't leap here. He has to sacrifice 2 energy, and if he does, that's fine. Because the moment, if he needs to waste another turn here. Okay, great. I was hoping he would do that. Okay, now you're a turn behind. That gives us time to draw into. Hopefully, we at least get Mars here, maybe. But that gives me time to draw into Cyrus. And at worst here, he loses this thing. So at worst, we attack here. He gains nothing. Alright. So, no point not filling my bench up. We have Oricorio to lean on. So there's the Mars. But Mars is super late here. But I don't know how many of these he runs in this deck. But at worst here, what sucks though, but we have to do it, is that he is definitely in range to how many cards does he still? 2. Oh my god, only 6. And we need to see at least our giant cape. It's a lot. It's a lot we need right now. Okay, great. Good. It's like at worst, I just want to see Cyrus here. Should concede, not yet. All right, good deal. I was like, I just want just to make this easy. I either need a giant cape or Cyrus. It was almost anything else. Like we already have Mars, I guess. So at worst, we could have potentially put him back to 2 cards and hope that he didn't get his Cyrus again. That would have bought us another turn while we played Oricorio in his face. So we could have just waited, like maybe, like it would have just been who gets Cyrus first, or who if I got my giant cape. He could not Guzma me and Cyrus me the same turn, so that would waste a turn for him too as well. If he had the I mean it was pretty much who gets their Cyrus first. That's literally. So if we're going first, we need to see Pichu. We don't see Pichu, so we're gonna cry. But if we see XB Starmie, interesting. If let's see what we get. If this is Pichu or Korea, of course is not nothing useful. Okay, there's the Pichu. Okay. Not gonna waste time. I know how these people love to just reshuffle my hand every chance they get. If we had XP there, that would have been nice. I guess truly though, the benefit of running so I would imagine this guy's playing Staryu, double energy. See, if we do anything other than this turn, it makes me feel like we misplayed. If he cannot evolve this turn, we're fine. I'm not gonna evolve Pikachu either, Um, well, one, because Pichu can't put energy on to a Raichu, and two, if he does have the Cyrus, we can still win just with Oricorio here. Oh God, that's not good. Of course, I need to see Red next. I mean Mars next turn. My goodness, is this not good? You know though, I could slip. I could get him with the 1-2 here though. Is this just like a normal Starmie in like Greninja deck? Uh, well, it's at worst. It's at least gonna take him another turn to get into his thing. But all right, we'll red here. He won't notice, but we can knock him next turn as well. Oh wait, yeah. Oh, actually, it is very noticeable. Very noticeable actually. Yeah. Now we definitely need to. Okay, of course he gets it early, but we do have Cyrus already, and we do have Guzma. Misty's okay, great. Oh, actually, terrible. I just. What am I talking about? Great for? Not this man being able to get into his. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the game, huh? He played. Got into his Greninja too early. We needed just like one more turn. No, we really need like we just need to start the game with Pichu. Again, that it's just that simple sometimes. Like Pichu or you go second. If we had went second there, we could have hit his Starmie. We could have Star You way before it had a chance against the Starmie. And you know we could have made some plays there. Going first it wouldn't have been bad either. Like I said, you just have to. That's the only thing about these decks. If you Pichu's not there, you are going to struggle unless you both have a crippling hand. Okay, not the best, but we draw and we have research in hand. Not the best though, but not the worst. Of course, where was this at last? This is why this is so important. That is literally, of course. Oh my God. This hand is so bad that I think, uh, I gotta see what we get next turn, but literally might have to just concede off this hand. I can't even complain. Uh, 70 here. Yeah. If he thinks with an Irida, does Irida save him? Yes, Irida does save him. Interesting. Okay, just Irida's there. Can I get something good going here? Okay, there's the repel I was looking for. Okay. I'll take that. That's a free knockout here. Uh, Interesting. Still didn't get into his Greninja there. Wait, you know what's kind of interesting now? I just thought about it. Wait, have we lost anybody yet? No. Okay, but if we this actually saves us a turn from getting knocked. Well, I should have probably threw that on Raichu. Let me think. Is my bench like no? Even with okay, and there's Giratina. Okay, and he already marked. That's what's so funny when they see that when you Mars early like that. So bad. I was actually isn't I was contemplating earlier giving up too. So he can't Mars us, can't leave us, nothing like crazy like that. So and I don't see why he didn't sub out there. Okay, I was like I don't know why he didn't retreat to his other Suicune there. Yeah, the match was over either way. I mean, I guess he could have went into like it was so he had one option which was to go into Giratina. But even then he goes into Giratina. Yeah, yeah. I didn't realize how we just won simply because he did not get into his Greninja. That's it. That is literally the only time that deck beats us. I mean, we beat that deck at least with a start as bad as we had. Is if, because if we was pinging his Suicune, like we could have knocked that. We could have knocked his Froakie like out turn our second turn. Again, gotta see Pichu or we're gonna cry. Okay, great. Okay, very good hand here. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. Only better hand than this would have been like 2 researches in hand. Instead of Cyrus, another research. That's and never mind. The perfect hand. As it won't get any better than this at all. Go and give me Oricorio. Let me put the fear of God in. Yeah, let me go ahead and put the fear of God in him, and yeah, and why not? Why not? Yeah, let's go and just go ahead and get into Oricorio here. No, actually, why rush? Because even if we attack next turn with Oricorio, we'd be so far behind on energy. It's no point. I'm assuming. Oh, funny enough too. I should have actually played Oricorio. Well, he's so far behind. It's fine. I just realized the energy. This is a Suicune deck. This is I was thinking about this the other day. This happens so rarely, but when you have Giratina sitting, just chilling in the bench spot. Okay, if we get Raichu or something, we're gonna go ahead and evolve. Okay, good. We're gonna go ahead and evolve him if we get him like that, like so. Wait, which one is this? Oh, this is the Alolan one. Okay, yeah, fine. Because we soon as okay, there's Suicune. If no Froakie, this is an automatic win here. As is. And I'm gonna reshuffle your hand after this. So just to be on the safe side. Hmm. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do a little work here. Sucks I don't have my other. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What? What does this do again? What's the purpose of this? Oh, I guess maybe you get it to Suicune, huh? I don't know what that is. Alright. Well, this is the game here, because Alolan Raichu just gets the knockout here. And even if he does go into Greninja, we knock Greninja as well. We one tap Greninja. Two energy is, yeah, we're doing 120. So even and if he'll survive if he doesn't put energy on, but and if Giratina comes out, Giratina is gonna die too. So I think he might have just left. I don't know. Normally we don't have this much luck, even when we hard counter Suicune. Like this is very hard counter. We haven't like again. The Alolan Raichu seems to always, in my opinion, do like when I think about this deck, I'm always thinking more like I want Alolan Raichu against the meta decks because like Giratina Darkrai, I'm two tapping Darkrai. Like let's say I go second. I get Pichu in my own energy. I throw it on Pikachu, and I'm already in a Alolan Raichu my second turn. I'm already swinging on that Darkrai for 90. So his second turn, he throws energy on Darkrai. He's knocked out. If Giratina comes in, Giratina won't be charged. Like it's crazy against the meta. So I think this guy just again gave up. But into what is this, our second Suicune matchup? I think so. Either way, Giratina. That's why I was like, I don't know if he just didn't do the math there or didn't realize if I came in with Raichu, his Suicune wasn't living that turn. But he really couldn't afford nothing else. I think if Giratina came in, that's a knockout. And then even then, Giratina comes in. Even at worst or best, I can say. I just reached over his hand too. That might have been also another big reason he left. But yeah. But sometimes it feels like it's wiser, if possible, to set up more at the beginning. Like just late game, I just don't see like you really only get one Pikachu unless they take for unless even if it's excuse me, a Guzzlord deck. Well, let me say, like, if it's a Guzzlord deck and we go second, yeah, we're gonna power up everything. Probably, I would probably sacrifice Pichu at that point because I don't think I'm gonna need it. Because I'm gonna have double or Choreo. Hopefully, if one of my Pikachu set up something like that, And even if Celesteela comes in and knocks somebody, it's fine. We'll still be down, only one. Anyways, that's it. That's the game. I didn't think we was gonna. I didn't. Well, to be fair, I wish we could have went against Suicune. Our best against their best. Like we started with Pichu, they started with Suicune. Like we could even we go second though, because that's how the game works though. But we play so well into Suicune that when they just don't get what they need, it is they just have to leave. And if it's just I don't know. I It's a interesting thing to think about. People are playing Suicune knowing it's the top deck, so people are gunning to beat it. That's why I haven't touched it. I feel like any meta deck, like I get punished for playing it. As soon as I play a meta deck, it seems like immediately that everyone's playing a counter, so that's all I run into is counter. So I'm playing Suicune and then just getting, or so I'm, whatever the meta, then I'm just getting countered all day. I remember it was like that when I played Darkrai Giratina the first time. It was Oricorios everywhere. Or everywhere. And you can do decent against that deck nowadays. I mean, if you run double Rocky Helmet, but again, we run Guzma, so and all that. We have no heal. That's the only thing about this deck is it's no heal. But the thing, and that's why we play Giant Cape over a potion or a Nurse Joy, or what's her name? I forget her Poke Center, I think. I forget the name of the training card, but Giant Cape, because we have no control. The next turn after we take that 30 damage, we're sitting at 100, like 110. 110. Almost anything is knocking that out. Suicune fully powered is knocking us out. Suicune with just two, with missing one benchmon with a Greninja ping, that's a knockout. So you have to be very, very careful. And that's why with the Giant Cape, it becomes 130. Now 130 is a little bit tricky. Not everything swinging 130. We beat like Soul Galelo, like unless he's running red, which you normally I don't know why you went. If I'm running Soul Galelo, I might even be running double red just for the fact that you can get a knockout on Suicune pretty early with that. But anyways, yeah, that's the deck. Hope you guys did enjoy, man. I made my one little adjustment. Let me know if that little Giant Cape adjustment made a difference. I'm pretty sure that was more important than like getting. Well, to be fair, that turn. This I always assess it too, and I need to do this more vocally, and like so you guys can listen to this thought process. But when I see a card that I switched out with something else, anytime I see that card, I imagine I say, okay, how would this match turn out if I had the other card instead of this card in my hand right now, the card that I switched out for it. And if you feel like more often than not, like you're like just looking at that card and it's not, it's like, dang, I wish I had this card. I wish I had that card instead. I wish I had that card instead. That's how you need to switch. But if it's more often than not that card is getting value and used, then you made the right choice. So, anyways, this I got. Hit that thumbs up, like, comment. I appreciate the support. So don't forget to subscribe, guys. We're out. Real Diversity, man. Peace.